Hello, my beautiful vloggers. It's your girl Shay, and I am here to bring you the Real Housewives of Orange County. Sip and See Standoff is the title of the episode. So let's get right into it, okay? Because we start out with Steve and Vicki. They're hanging out. Steve is, of course, Vicki's new man. I really like their relationship. I think it's cute. I think he balances her out. He's really seems like he's easygoing, more chill. He's not into the drama. He's not trying to hang out with all the ladies like Brooks was. He kind of keeps to himself. He hangs out with the grandkids. He's really good with the grandkids. I love that. He was barbecuing with them and all of that stuff. One of the babies peed on himself because he was stuck in the garage. It was cute. I'm really enjoying the dynamic of Vicki and Steve versus the dynamic of Vicki and Brooks. I like it a whole lot more. I need Vicki to go ahead and stick with Steve and leave Brooks alone. We're going to give him the boot. Okay? Moving on from that, we have Deco and Peggy. And she's really cute to me. I think that Peggy's funny. I don't know if she's just joking around when she acts like she doesn't know what all these different figures of speech are. But it's just so funny to me when she doesn't know what a dead horse is and beating a dead horse. And she's like, but the horse is dead, so why they trying to bring it back to life? And they need to let the dead horse die or let him live and bring him back alive and all of this stuff. And I was just dying laughing. She really was dead serious about the dead horse and not knowing if the horse was dead or if the horse was alive and still breathing. She really was stuck about this horse. I really enjoyed that. I think that her being kind of naive and the language barrier and all of that stuff, I think it's really cute. I like Peggy. I'm feeling her. She's done a couple things like putting her hands on Megan and pinching Megan's lips and all that stuff that I really didn't care for. But other than that, I kind of really enjoy her. I like her on the show. She's fun. She makes me laugh. And then he was talking about her, her husband was talking about her getting along with the other girls and talking about how she'll be on Santa's naughty list. And she was like, why is there a naughty list? And then he said she was going to get a lump of coal, and she thought he meant cold, like freezing cold. So she's like, I don't want a lump of cold. And he's like, no, a lump of coal. It was just cute to me. I just thought it was so funny. And then Megan calls, and her phone flips off the thing, and then it shatters on the ground and all of this stuff. And I'm just like, she is a mess, but in a funny way. I really like her. She's kind of like one of my new faves. I like Peggy. Keep her around. She's cute. I really like her sense of humor and everything. And then so Megan calls for the Sip and See invite, and Peggy was trying to tell Megan just pass the baby around to everybody, and that'll keep everybody from having drama. But Megan was trying to act like she didn't understand what she was saying, and I don't understand how Megan didn't understand what she was saying, because I understood it. She was basically saying babies keep people from fighting, so just pass your baby around and it'll keep the women from fighting. Now, personally, I wouldn't have my baby as the buffer between grown women, but I understood what Peggy was trying to say. People aren't going to argue and fight and beef out in front of a baby. So that's what she was trying to say, but I guess Megan was pretending like she didn't get it. I think that Megan is probably still annoyed, so she being a little passive aggressive. Instead of just being like, girl, I'm annoyed with you touching me, she gonna pretend like I don't know what you talking about. Girl, whatever, just say that you mad. You have every right to be annoyed with her, but it doesn't matter if you don't acknowledge it. So get over it and just tell her. Anyway, so we move on because everybody's out shopping for her party. They're out shopping for Megan's Sip and See party. And Vicki was talking about how she wants to hang out with the ladies. She wants to get cool with the ladies, but they're not accepting her and all of this stuff. It tripped me out to watch her and Kelly doing that fake ass dry heaving, like they was gonna throw up, because I guess some baby dumped in their diaper or whatever. But okay, yeah, it probably did stink, but I don't want to watch you on camera pretending to dry heave. Vicki does that fake dry heaving all the time, so I guess Kelly decided to join in. It's nothing cute about it. There's nothing funny about it. Kelly was talking about when she went and got her vaginal rejuvenation, and then her vagina was itchy and crusty and dry. And I don't want to know this stuff. I don't want to know what your vagina is doing. Every single housewife show is somebody who either want to show what's going on with their vagina or something like that. I don't want to know. That is between you and your man. And just because you're not getting some doesn't mean I want to know about it, okay? You need to have that conversation with your husband. You need to have that conversation off camera. I don't want to know that your vagina is dry, itchy, and crusty. That is disgusting. Keep that information to yourself, okay? And then we had Tamara and Shannon, and they shopping, working on how they're going to say hello, and then doing a fake hi, hello, hi, hello. I'm like, just say hi and keep it moving. Like, they are so dramatic. They are so dramatic. It's not that big of a deal. Just be like, hey, girl, how you doing? Bye. Like, move on with your life. It's not that big of a deal. How are y'all 40s and 50 years old and y'all still haven't figured out how to say hello to somebody that you just cordial with? Okay, y'all not friends. You go, and then at the end of the day, when you got to the party, Tamara didn't say hi to Vicki anyway. So you did all of that work and you still didn't say hi. What was the point of practicing? I don't get it. But anyway, so then finally Shannon, Kelly, and Tamara go to lunch to have a conversation about this, and then they confront Kelly about lying about this boat trip that she said she was gonna be on, and that was the reason why she wasn't gonna be able to hang out with the ladies, is because she was gonna be on this boat or whatever. But then she still ended up showing up at the Quiet Woman. She said it wasn't intentional, and that she didn't know that all of the ladies weren't gonna be there or whatever, and that that basically whatever happened, she just showed up thinking it was just gonna be Lydia and Peggy. She didn't know that Tamara and Shannon was gonna be there. I don't believe that. I think that's bull. I think that's a lie. I think you knew they were gonna be there. I believe that Lydia told you they were gonna be there. I don't believe it. Whatever. I still like you, but I don't believe you. So whatever, girl. And then, you know, beyond that, I just don't even know what to say. I like Kelly, but just tell the truth, girl. I showed up because I would have said something like, you know, the boat trip ended early, so I decided to come. That's what I would have said. Like, don't lie. Just don't be like, oh, I didn't know y'all was going to be there. Just tell the truth. Just be like, hey, girl, you know what? We got off the boat early. I knew y'all were up there. The restaurant is by my house, so I decided to stop by. Boom. There's your story. You don't even have to lie. Like, you decided to show up. What's the big deal? Like, y'all are grown. Y'all don't have to lie about your intentions when you're grown. Like, I don't get it. But okay. So Shannon says she doesn't believe her. Quite frankly, I don't believe her either. I mean, you know, Kelly's funny. She's great for the show or whatever. She's very entertaining, but I don't believe her story either. And then you know, they start talking about everything that happened at the Quiet Woman. Kelly apologizes and basically says it wasn't ever her intention to hurt Shannon and all of this stuff. And then they start talking about Vicki and how, you know, Shannon is basically going back to still saying that she feels like Vicki is the reason for this weight. And I'm like, girl, you have to stop blaming her for this weight. You a grown woman. This is your business. You cannot keep telling people about this. And then later on, Kelly goes to tell Vicki, like, yeah, she's telling everybody it's your fault she gained all this weight. So my thing is, like, girl, you have to just stop. Like, you cannot continue to try to tell this story to everybody that she's the reason why you gain weight. More than likely, the reason why you gain weight is because of the situation with your family, the situation with your man, the situation with your husband cheating. That's why you gaining weight. That is the issue. The issue is not all of this other stuff that you bringing up. Let it go. That's not what the big deal is. That's not what the real problem is, okay? Let's just be honest with one another, all right? So then we move on because we get to the party. Vicki says that this whole sip and see is a millennial thing, and she's sick of the millennials starting stuff just to have a party. First of all, that's not even true. So I hate when people always trying to throw shade at millennials because I am a millennial, and that is not true. First of all, people always trying to figure out a way to throw some shade at millennials. Like, take it up the ass. Like, that's so mean. Okay, no, I didn't mean that. I apologize. But I'm just saying, I get so sick of people talking about millennial this, millennial that. First of all, sip and sees were not created by millennials, okay? The first time I ever heard of a sip and see was like 5-6 years ago on Real Housewives of Atlanta when Phaedra threw a sip and see for her son Aiden, okay? So Aiden is like in 1st or 2nd grade now. So that was the first time I ever heard of a sip and see. Phaedra is not a millennial. Phaedra is almost 40 or in her early 40s. So stop saying that millennials created things because Phaedra of the Atlanta Housewives created sip and sees. That was not millennials. I know I'm really passionate, but I am so sick of people blaming stuff on millennials all the time. It's not always us. Y'all do stuff too, okay? So anyway, moving on. So then we at the party, and then, you know, Tamara walks by all the girls, and she doesn't speak to Vicki. Like I said, I do not understand why she went through all of that trouble with with Shannon to decide how they was gonna say hello, hello, and all of that stuff, and then you bothered to never even speak. So what was the point of going through all of this to say how you was gonna say hello, and then you bothered not even to say hello? You couldn't even wave. Like, the irony. It's so ironic that you went through all of that work to see how to say hello, and then you turn around and not even say hi at all. Like, I just thought that was so funny. And then, you know, Vicki said that she wasn't making an effort to say hi to them because they don't make an effort to say hi to her. They don't make an effort to speak to her. So why she gonna make an effort to speak to them and all of this stuff? And then they start talking about, you know, the fact that Vicki feels like they owe her an apology. They all think Vicki owes them an apology. Personally, I think they all owe each other apologies, but Vicki is not going to apologize because she feels like she's already apologized to them several times. And how many more times am I going to have to apologize to y'all before y'all let it go? So I kind of get what she's saying. How many times do I have to keep saying sorry to y'all before y'all actually forgive me and show me the respect that I deserve and let me hang out with this group again? Then also we see Shannon eating, and I kind of feel bad for Shannon because she keeps going on and on about this story about how Vicki is the reason why she's gaining weight, but the real reason why you gaining weight is because the food that you're eating. Like, I feel bad for saying this because I'm a naturally thin person, so I don't want to just like tell somebody how to lose weight and do all of that stuff. Like, who am I to be a guru or weight loss guru or, you know, give anybody that advice? But at the same time, you cannot sit here and keep blaming this woman for your weight gain, and then you like walking past all of the people at the party like, oh, I'm hungry. Oh, pass me the food. Oh, y'all want to eat all dainty. I really want to eat and all of this stuff. It's like, at the end of the day, all the stress in the world is not really going to make you gain weight. I mean, I hate to say that because I'm not a weight loss guru, but it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out it's actually the food and probably not exercising. So if she ate as much as it would be different if she snacked all day, but she was snacking all day on carrots and broccoli, but she probably not. She probably snacking all day on chips and bread and all kind of other stuff. That's what's making you gain weight. You could be stressed and stressful eater, but it's the stuff that you choose to eat while you stressed. I'm sure you're not like sitting at home eating a container of strawberries. You're probably at home eating a container of chips and dip. So that's gonna be the difference between you gaining and losing weight. So you can't really blame Vicki for that because Vicki is not sitting there standing in front of your refrigerator telling you what to choose to eat. So at what point do you stop blaming her and then you just take responsibility for yourself? That's just where I'm coming from. And even Tamra was like, you know, she drinks the way she drinks and she eats the way she eats because of stress, but she needs to stop blaming Vicki. And yeah, you know, I mean, you got to stop blaming her. Like, you a grown woman. She's a grown woman. At the end of the day, nobody's responsible for your behavior except you. So, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a guru. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your body and all of that stuff. But it just doesn't make sense for you to continue to eat the same things and then blame somebody else for the weight gain. Just doesn't make sense. So, moving on. Then we have, you know, the girls, Vicki and Kelly leave. And while they in the car, they riding back. The screen said inaudible, so you can't see or hear exactly what Vicki is saying, but she's whispering something about Shannon. And then Kelly was like, and her moo-moo. So they was clearly talking about her weight and her outfit. So, cause you talking about her moo-moo and y'all laughing and stuff like that. Usually when you talk about a woman having on a moo-moo, and we already know she got issues with her weight gain or whatever. It seems to me like they was at least talking about her outfit, but they was probably talking about her weight too, and that's why Vicki whispered it. Because if you was only talking about her outfit, you've said a lot worse things. So you wouldn't have whispered something about just her outfit. You was probably whispering about that girl's weight, and you didn't want the camera to catch it. But I still like Vicki, but that was a little shady moment. Let's just be honest, okay? And then you know, Megan was telling Shannon and Tamra that Vicki said that she's hurt by them. I don't know what was the point of telling them that, because it just stirs the pot a little more and it makes the situation a little worse. But, you know, Megan has made it clear that she has chose sides in this situation, and the sides that she chosen has been Tamra and Shannon. She's chosen Tamra and Shannon's side in this whole ordeal. So, you know, she kind of threw Vicki under the bus a little bit, like, oh yeah, Vicki is hurt by y'all and all of this stuff. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. So she's like, yeah, you know, Vicki is hurt by y'all and all of this or whatever. They like, we should be hurt by her about this whole cancer scam that she pretends wasn't a scam, but we know it was a scam and all of this stuff. I'm just like, okay, y'all, if y'all keep, they're gonna be talking about this cancer shit until they 90 years old. I promise y'all, they're gonna be talking about this shit on their deathbed. Where they're gonna be like 150 in a senior citizens home. Like, remember that time that Vicki lied about cancer? Like, that's they're gonna be talking about this shit forever. And then you know, Tamara, she was really going in, calling Vicki trash. She said that Vicki is trash and Vicki is scum, and she is the scum at the bottom of her shoe. And then Vicki was in the car with Kelly saying she's gonna punish them for not being her friend. I like to see what that's gonna look like. I don't know how you could punish somebody for not being your friend. That sounds like some elementary school shit to me. But I would like to see what she gonna do or what her plans are to punish them. I don't know what that's gonna look like. But anyway, yeah, so it was a cute little episode. Wasn't that much popping off, I don't think, anyway. But yeah, so whatever. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. It was a straight episode. It looks like next week is gonna be good though. It looks like it's gonna be some drama coming next week. So I'm definitely excited to see what's gonna happen going forward. But for right now, we had to end it at this. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe. My name is Shay, and I will check you later. Mwah. Bye-bye.